Hello, folks. We're live. I'm in Louisiana with Louisiana Liquor Reviews. I think I have a liquor. Thomas Meadow is in Massachusetts with Massachusetts Liquor Reviews.
Whiskey
Elbow 88 is in
and
Florida with music and liquor. And so we'll probably have more people joining. Tonight I have a product. I'm not sure what it is. I mean, I know what it is, but I'm not sure how to class it. It's called Stillhouse
Ooh, okay.
America's Finest, and it says black bourbon. Okay, bourbon.
There you go.
And this is a bourbon rested on um, coffee beans. So I don't know if that makes it not a whiskey, bourbon whiskey, or if it's like liqueur. I don't know.
Oh,
Well. We have a very interesting guest tonight.
Oh,
From,
what? What in
from
the world? Hello.
been a long time.
Yep. And William, there's been a lot of talk, but I didn't believe it. But everybody told me I was wrong.
Reports of my demise were greatly exaggerated. So glad to be back. Oh, Thomas Wolfe said you can never go home. You can't go home, but I began my beer tubing 8 years ago on your channel, almost 8 years to the day, and I'm back here. So I'm sort of bucking the trend if you can go back home, but I'll take my odds. We'll see how it goes.
Yes. Well, we'll get back to you, and we're very delighted that you're
What?
back. Okay, now Eric Thomas Metal 75. What do you have tonight?
Hi, everybody. I'm a little shocked here this evening, honestly. I have a product that I acquired up in Scarborough, Maine, when we were with some portions of the YouTube community. Never thought I'd see this in the wild. A Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye whiskey.
Oh yeah, I've seen that around.
This is does it say a bottling date of the 3rd of January 2024, and it is 65.05 ABV, 130.1 proof. Woo.
Okay, so Stillhouse Black Bourbon is coming in at 80. I'm gonna put the percent, 40% alcohol. Now this is Jack Daniel's. Read it out to me so I can type it in correct.
Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye.
Okay, so it's a single barrel and it's barrel proof rye. Okay.
Yep.
And what's the ABV again?
This is 65.05%.
Yeah. No thanks.
Drink some water with that.
65.05% alcohol.
Yep. That's the one, 130.1 proof.
Yikes. All right. Well, now, Elbow, you have what product?
Tonight I am bringing something whimsical, I guess you might say. I wanted to try one of these. I saw the Whiskey Scout had these a while back, so I picked them up at the local store. But I have a BuzzBallz.
Oh yes.
And this one is the pineapple jalapeno flavor. And I'm going to give it a try here. Got my glass with ice. So 15% ABV on it. I think they're all 15% from what I was looking at on the website. But
yes, I believe that's correct. And they're from Texas, family owned.
Yeah. They started in Texas. It's a woman owned company. A lady. She was a teacher, and I guess she wanted to try something new. So she got this going, and right now it's an international company. They sell in 21 different countries besides our own great country here. So cheers to her and the company. Looks like a success, and I'm going to give it a try.
Yes, and I think her two sons help run it, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, they're in the website there. Yep. So
Now the celebrated William E. Kepley in Virginia.
North Carolina.
Oh yeah, North Carolina. I don't know where my mind is. My mind is shot. But I did wake up at 1:52 this morning so I could watch Major League Baseball highlights. That probably has something to do with it. That's right, North Carolina, right. What am I thinking? Right off Interstate 85.
That's right. Piedmont Triad, about 20 miles from Greensboro and Winston-Salem.
Yeah, I apologize for that mistake.
No problem.
So what do you have tonight? You have a liquor or liqueur?
I have a T.W. Samuels bottled in bond.
Oh, that is rare. Around here, at least.
This is the 1.75 liter handle, the only size they had where I found it at. Taylor William Samuels. Future generations were the ones that went on to make the Maker's Mark.
Correct. I think it's great.
1954 original recipe was Maker's Mark, and that was the 8th generation of Samuels, I think. So that's what I have tonight.
Now we have other people coming to join, so I'm running the show. So what I'll do is I'll drop out, and
I can't really say too long, so I don't know if you wanted me to present my.
Yeah, if you're on a time limit.
I'm on a time limit.
That would be perfect. Just present, score, and anything else you have to, and then you can drop out.
Yeah, I have E&J Grand Blue. This part has Grand Blue VSOP.
oh, brandy. Okay.
Yeah, I have brandy today. I have the VSOP Grand Blue. Yeah.
That's 40%.
Yeah, 40%. Yeah, say 40%. 80 proof. Yeah, should be 80 proof. Yeah, never had this. I always have the VS. This is the first time I was telling you on. This is the first time I've ever had the Grand Blue. Oh, hey Claude.
Hey Claude, we're gonna bring Beverage Ramble up in a moment, so hang tight, Beverage Ramble, and David, if you
want me to like pour it and like drink, like should I just start?
Do the whole thing. Do the whole thing.
I'll do the whole thing because
I'll show the website.
You need to do your laundry, Hector. It's piling up, man.
Oh, I know, behind me in the background. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
We see and Ron's really good about doing laundry during this show.
Yeah. Here you go.
All right.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah, whatever.
No,
I know. I just
time for liquor.
Yeah, I need a yeah. Smells. Yeah, it smells very like smells. Yeah, it has like an oak. Very oak. I don't know how many. I didn't bring up the. I don't know what the website. How many age? Do you know if this is like aged more than 2 years? Because I know like the VS is only aged 2 years, so it does smell very oaky and fruity.
E&J is like 2 weeks.
No, it's not 2. It's not 2 weeks. Imagine.
No, the blue is good. That's good stuff. I was making.
Yeah, it's the blue. It's the Grand Blue. Yeah, it's the Grand Blue. I thought we're talking about.
They first came out with this brandy. I'm sorry. They first came out with E&J brandy in 1975, but they've added to the lineup over the years.
Yeah, that's the one I have. I don't know if it's aged more than 2 years.
All right, so they're not giving you an age.
Barrel
aged. No, they just age it and then they pull it when they find it's ready. So you could figure probably 4 years.
Yeah.
VSOP usually run about 4 years. Yeah.
Ronald, I believe if it's less than 4 years, they must state it on the label.
Right. So we know it's at least. Well, wait, that's for whiskey though, right?
Okay.
This is brandy. So.
Okay. I maybe it doesn't apply to this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think brandy has.
I'm not too sure what the rules are. There's probably like less rule. You can add like flavors to brandy. No, I know there's like vanilla. Yeah.
You can add flavoring. Okay, you can add flavoring and coloring to brandy, and you do not have to disclose it.
Yes.
What's wrong with that?
There is something wrong with that.
There's kind of something. Oh,
There
2
you
years
go.
minimum age. 2 years. Yeah. Maple. Sure. I don't really smell the vanilla, but it says vanilla cream. I'm having it neat, so it's neat.
That's fine.
Yeah, just very oaky, very fruity. I always feel like brandy has a very like fruity, a fruity taste to like. I don't know if other liquors like you feel like brandy always has more of a fruity
Well, it
kind
makes
of.
sense because what does brandy come from? Fruit.
Yeah, from wine. Yeah, from wine. Yeah, yeah.
I would go through the taste, right? Yeah.
Okay, now taste it.
Okay, yeah. Just what I yeah like oaky and yeah the appearance is dark. I mean like a dark brown and yeah very just oaky and like very fruity and that's I don't really taste what it said that it says I think it says cherry no or Cheryl I don't know what it said in the
It
description
tastes
but
like Cheryl. Oh yeah.
yeah
I'd have said sherry.
Yeah, maybe.
yeah I wasn't really paying I wasn't paying attention to what you it said right there before you uh
Like William said years ago, these beer companies could learn something from these liquor companies on websites.
yeah. Wow, this is less. I just had the BS today, so I feel like this is less harsh than the. It does taste less harsh than
It is. And
the BS.
if you go up to the XO, you're going to really notice a change. If you jump to the XO, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, how do you score this one?
I give it like a 87, like around an 87. Yeah, like a B. Would that be like a B plus for you?
Be like a
Like an
B.
87. A
In
B.
in my scale, it would be just a B. You know,
Yes.
B plus.
Yeah. I can just I might just talk about what I did. I'll just do my promo. I did a Modelo Chelada Negro. I had the Negro one, the chili and
Oh,
lime
you
one.
found that. You found it, eh?
Yeah, I did a review on my channel, and then I did the BS earlier today. So I did the BS and the Negro Modelo Chelada. That was my last two reviews. So that's my promo. I don't have no upcoming. I don't really have an upcoming beer. I don't know what I'm gonna do next. I've been thinking about doing the voodoo. Actually, I might do the voodoos, those like hard tea voodoos. The
Oh yeah,
seven.
that's a good idea.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna get going. I'll be watching on YouTube.
Okay, let
Cheers.
me put. I'm gonna put this score right now before it slips my mind. So 87.
Yeah, I
Okay.
know probably Dave and like John wanna join. So
Yeah.
I'll let them like.
Beverage rambles patiently waiting. I haven't seen David, but he'll probably pop in.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna
Okay.
leave.
See you later, Hector.
Cheers.
Bye. Cheers.
Salute.
Salud.
All right, over here to the BuzzBallz. There's it's a pineapple jalapeno, but they don't say the word margarita on here, but I'm pretty sure it's modeled after margarita. It says premium tequila and vodka with pineapple and lime juice, natural flavors, and FD&C yellow, 15% alcohol by volume, 200 milliliters. This was $3, so they're really reasonably priced.
That is.
You know, $3 for one of these. That's pretty inexpensive because there's some other 200 milliliter drinks out there, like On the Rocks. Now that's a nice glass bottle, and they cost about $7 or $8 for a same size drink. But anyway, $3. We'll give it a taste here. You can smell a little bit of the pineapple on there.
Okay, now while you're talking, I'm gonna bring up the website.
Okay. So you can definitely get a hint of that pineapple. And the taste is a little tart, but you would expect that from this flavored drink. Yeah, there's the website. There's, I don't know, I tried to count how many different flavors. they have, and I lost count. So they get a ton. I'll just say they get a ton of different flavors, but it's tasty. I'm enjoying this.
I would love to try the Cookie Nookie.
Cookie Nookie. Oh my God, is that
Did you
maybe
see that? It was up there.
Cookie Nookie?
Cookie Nookie. Just for the name, I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
Eat it off the cookie, the Nookie.
But part of the reason for this
my
type of
favorite
container, it's plastic, So the inventor there, the lady who started the company, Merrily Kick, is her name. But apparently, she wanted to have cocktails around the swimming pool, and she was concerned that she might break a glass if she had glass. So she thought, well, I want to design something that's got a plastic container. So that's what they went for. There were all these ball type plastic containers, and they're great if you just want to take them, throw them in a cooler, go on the road somewhere to the beach or to the softball game or whatever. I think that's what they're designed for, is the convenience and the portability. So anyway, when we come by again, I'll give you a score, but I'm enjoying the taste here. It's pretty good. Cheers.
Cheers to you. And I don't think you'll ever see every flavor in your town. They just have too many, there's only so much the stores can carry,
I've never even seen that.
Oh, it's common around here.
Really?
It's
Now,
Hey guys, William, how you doing, man?
How you doing?
Been a while. How you doing? You
Real,
good?
holy crap.
Long time no see. Glad to see you again.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I shaved my beard and William grew his, so he's trying to.
Mine's is growing too. I'm gonna let mine grow out as well. So been a little lazy. So Claude, Elbow, Eric, what's up? What's up? Mr. T. Hello.
Hey, y'all, we're gonna try to bring everybody in order. It's just hectic, with so many people. But let's see. We'll look at some comments here, and then we'll talk about this T.W. Samuels. I had the T.W. Samuels blended whiskey. That's what we get around here, but I only saw the straight bourbon once, and I definitely have not seen the bottled and bond.
Yeah,
But
garlic Parmesan beans I'm eating. And I got
North
my
Carolina probably has different distribution, obviously. And Johnny, I can't believe it. You better believe it.
All right. Let's do it. Let's do it. Friday night.
Okay, you have the floor.
Ron, well, as he was doing the BuzzBallz thing, I got to think, with Cookie Nookie, if you got your date to drink enough, that you might get lucky tonight.
Yeah.
Now the ones that you have, Elbow, they sell it here, but those are more of the wine base. That one, I guess, is predominantly, full alcohol. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the spirits in here.
Spirits.
It's tequila and vodka. Yep.
Ooh, what do we got there?
That's a legendary product right there.
Bottled and bond, which means it must be aged at least 4 years by one distiller in one distillery and one distilling season. And it must be aged in a bonded warehouse. So back in the 1880s, when a lot of distillers were sketchy about the authenticity of whiskey, there was some known that they would take just a vodka, put some caramel color in it, throw in a few wood chips, and even some formaldehyde, and try to pass it off as a legitimate whiskey. Eventually, the legitimate distillers and the customers got frustrated, so the government stepped in. And with the Bottled and Bond Act, which was actually the first consumer protection legislation passed by the federal government. So it was a very important time. And after that, it really did clean up the distilling, the bourbon, the whiskey industry, that people could be confident what they purchased was not going to kill them, basically, or damage them. But anyway, this one had a spill-proof bottle. It's claimed to be. So to put it to the test, I filled up a mini here, scraped the label off, and was able to pour it in without spilling any. So
Good.
it is a spill-proof bottle. So, like I said, and I know, Ron, you're a student of history. William Samuels also at one time brought Jesse James to justice. During the Civil War, as it was winding down, he convinced a group of Confederate soldiers to put down their arms and surrender. Among that group was Jesse and Frank James.
Really?
And, but apparently it didn't last very long, because they later formed the James Gang, which was one of the most notorious outlaw outfits in American history, robbing stagecoaches, banks, and railroads. Just a little tidbit there of history that Mr. Samuels is connected with bourbon and history. At that time, he was the high sheriff of Nelson County, Kentucky. This will be in the early 1860s. So
Now,
two claims to fame.
that's very interesting. And look, this is not one of those whiskeys where they dredge up an old name from the past and they try to make it seem like it's been around that long. If you check your trademark data, U.S. Trademark Office, T.W. Samuels Bourbon and whiskey has been on the market since 1844. That's when the trademark was acquired. And apparently this is only sold in the handle bottle, the big bottle.
Yes. Eventually, as I mentioned, the eighth generation was the ones that founded the Maker's Mark in 1954. The story goes that Bill Samuels Jr. burned the original recipe for T.W. Samuels and burned down the distillery and just wanted to start over. So Maker's Mark is a spin-off of this product I'm holding right now. But to me, the bottled in bond represents a really good value proposition. For me, the bang of the buck, you get 100 proof bourbon at a very affordable price. And for me, these are really my sweet spots. I like the 100 proof much better than the 80, much more than 100, and it's sort of it's a little bit too much for my senses.
Yeah.
A little bit of assault on my sensory passages, but I really do enjoy the 100. This one, and I'll take a swig of it now from my scraped off travel mini bottle. This is filled to the brim, so I'll have to be careful here.
And that's not a spill-proof bottle.
I'll get a very good oak presence right off the nose. And you get those classic bourbon sensory notes of the caramel, the sweetness, the corn sweetness. This is not a complex whiskey, but it does have a very good, very pleasing aroma for what it is. This is like a fastball down the plate in baseball. There's nothing really fancy about it, but I think it's very good for what it is. So I'll cheers on a Friday night.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Salute to
Salute,
William
baby.
Bentley.
Well, I really think this, excuse me. Wow, I really like this. Packs a punch of flavor. You get the extra punch from the 100 proof. For a standard Kentucky whiskey, I think this is excellent. And all of their products that I have tried, the bottled in bottles, I've found to be very good value proposition. For someone like myself, I'm not a bourbon dilettante. I'm just an average whiskey drinker. And for me, like I say, these really hit the sweet spot. I'm very pleased with this. And when we come back around, I'll have a score for it.
Okay.
Thanks for having me, Ron.
You're welcome, and thanks for joining. Thanks again. And I'd like to try that one day.
Yeah, when I saw it, I grabbed it. I'll probably never see this again. I didn't really want to get the handle, but I figured at that price, it was like low $20.
Oh yeah.
So I'm glad I got it.
Sounds good. Excellent. Thanks, William. Nice to see you again. So I got the Jack Daniels. I'm trying to put some notes together because this is a pretty complex, big old whiskey. Jack Daniels single barrel proof.
Ooh, nice bottle.
Rye whiskey. There it is. Acquired at the Oak Hill Beverage in Scarborough, Maine this past Sunday. Or Saturday. Yes, this past Sunday. And this is a barrel. They got the barrel number. They said the bottling date for this was on the 3rd of January 2024. Barrel House 1-07. And this is the 130.1 proof, the 65.05% ABV. Got it in the glass. Good thing I did that. It needs a little bit of it's had the proper amount of time to aerate and sort of dissipate some of the alcohol notes. I'm trying to put some notes together for the my overall ratings for you guys. I think I'm going to give the taste the same thing, and I'll put the numbers together. Okay. So the way that we do it on one of our other liquor programs with East Coast Liquor Reviews is a 6-category rating system out of 100. Looks and aesthetics and value get 10 points total, and up 10 points total. Aroma, taste, mouthfeel, and finish get up to 20 points to round out your 100-point rating scale. So far, I'm going to give the looks and aesthetics an 8 out of 10. There's very slow-moving legs, as one would figure, for a 130.1 proof whiskey. And I love the bottling. I love how they give you the information. And I love their single barrel and their barrel select shape to the bottles. It's a very unique-looking bottle.
Yeah.
You can tell what distillery that is from all the way across the liquor store.
Yeah, it's fancy.
The aroma in 18 out of 20. I'm getting a bubblegum vanilla type sweetness, rye minty notes, and obviously some heat from the ABV. There's earthy barrel char kind of notes. I'm getting a bit of toffee and a baked mint chocolate chip cookie kind of flavor. It's just super complex on the nose, and we take it right into the taste. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh, that is good. I can already feel the rye herbal minty coolingness to it. 18 out of 20 on the taste. Super big booze kick initially. That luckily does dissipate pretty quickly. That harshness of alcohol does not linger around very much, which is great. I'm getting big minty herbal toffee and baked mint chocolate chip cookie notes. And there's something towards the back end that's reminding me of like a cherry or like a Luxardo cherry, kind of a syrupy type sweetness too.
Ooh.
What I get initially from all these tastes.
Man, you sold me.
I'm going to give the mouthfeel another 18 out of 20. It's just super, super thick, rich mouth coating. It sticks around for the longest amount of time in the finish, but for the mouthfeel, just super thick, viscous coating the entire mouth from the front of the palate to the back of it. It just has a nice coating texture. So I'm going to give that an 18. So I haven't scored the finish yet, but what I'm getting, one of the first things I notice as the whiskey starts to go into the finishing qualities is that cherry syrup sweetness. I start to notice that immediately in the finish. And as it does that, yeah, so there's that almost medicinal quality to the cherry. And as it does that, I get some rye spicy and minty notes.
Yeah, that's what I always get with rye whiskey. It tastes like mint.
Yeah, and I'm still feeling some of the ABV on the tongue. Again, unless you're not used to alcohols or liquors like this of any higher proof, even like 100 plus proof, this is a little jarring, honestly. I don't think I've had anything this big, but I don't know. I think there's a nice round quality, if that makes any sense. It's not just hot boozy mess. And now about at this point, the rye mintiness subsides and you're getting left with just that nice cooling sensation, even with the window open. Nice cooling sensation. I think that finish, I think this whole thing should just get an 18 for taste, aroma, mouthfeel, and finish. And the value, I'm going to give a 7 out of 10. You could talk me up to an 8 out of 10, I think, for $65 for a bottle of whiskey. You know what? I am going to go up to 8 out of 10. I probably would buy that again. I'm going to sip on this bottle for a while now and have this one on very nice special occasions when I want to show somebody what rye whiskey is all about. So I think I have gone up to that 8 out of 10. So that brings the whole thing. Let's see, 8. We got 18. We got another 18. We got another 18. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got one more 18 and an 8. So this whiskey will get, for me tonight, an average score of 88 out of 100. And I think with the right person reviewing this, it could go even higher. And I would totally agree if you gave it a much higher rating than this.
You're saying like a B
Off of
plus?
the initial pouring. I just cracked this bottle for the first time tonight.
Saying like a B plus?
Yeah, it's definitely bordering that A minus. Definitely
Okay.
going towards world class status. Nice.
You're a lot stricter.
God, you sold me, man. I want to go out and buy a bottle right now.
And that's the average price, Eric, $65.
That's what I bought it for. I think if you go on that wine
A
dash,
nice looking bottle.
if you go on wine-searcher.com, not only do they list wines with different spirits and sometimes even beers and other spirits, they list this for an average 70. So not seeing this marked up at the store that I was at was a treat, and I knew I had to buy it there. I don't see it where I'm at, so goodbye. And 130 proof before I'm done. I was nervous that was going to be a little bit too hot, too spicy, too boozy, but that aspect of the whiskey actually kind of dissipates really quickly upon initial sip. So you can really dig in. It's not too jarring for me. Cheers.
Oh,
I'll show y'all a local, pretty well-known liquor outlet that's.
ooh, you guys are rich. Look at
Good, they're not marking it up either.
This is from Total Wine and More. Okay.
Ooh. I wish Dave was watching this.
Oh yeah.
He would like that.
He's got some of that stuff. Okay. He's got some of it. He doesn't want to drink it though. Because if he drinks it, then he won't have it. If he drinks it, he won't have it. You can't drink your liquor and have it too. Okay.
I put on my favorite Costco white T-shirt for you gentlemen today.
Good. It looks comfortable.
Thank you. I appreciate you doing that.
I'd like to drink. There's nothing like being comfortable with old friends and having a drink, right?
That's true.
Elbow, say yes, please.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Everyone agrees with me. If you heard a lot of crunching, I'm having my beautiful Claudia Jane salad here with dinner. And Ron, you'll like this. I have my favorite Kauai shot glass, which is the next island you have to go to.
Yeah, I went to Oahu.
Yeah, Kauai. There's only one thing wrong with Kauai. They had they don't call them hurricanes there. Typhoon, yeah. And the chicken farm was knocked out, and all the chickens got loose, and the whole island has nothing but roosters running around. And
well, it was like that. It was like that in Oahu. They had wild chickens everywhere.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. The cats are very happy there. Anyway, so I said, what am I going to drink with my friends tonight? And pleasant surprise. Sometimes you forget things you bought and you stored them away in the wine cellar or the bar or wherever. And my favorite, I like tequila. I've had expensive tequila. I've had cheap tequila. And one of my favorite tequilas, and I bought it to Colorado, was from a little mom and pop liquor store in Chula Vista, California. It's called Brandywine. And they have one of the most amazing tequila selections. And they usually have something on sale. And one of them is, and I've had this before, but I've had the Blanco and the other ones. I found a bottle of Altos Tequila. It's in a beautiful glass bottle here. And this is a Barrel Reserve Reposado. It's really
nice.
Oh,
nice.
It's really nice. What'd you say, Jean-Pierre?
It looks good.
Oh, it really is. It was just do you ever have a bottle you found and you forgot you had it, and it was like, oh, it's Christmas,
No. Well, what's the proof?
The proof on this is 40% alcohol by volume.
Okay.
Okay, and it's barrel aged, I believe, 1 year. And the funny thing about, this is my thing. Don't you guys love when you have a good find? When you find something that tastes delicious that you know is good, but you didn't have to pay $65 for your Jack Daniels like some people do. So anyway, let me show you the price here.
Wow.
God.
Is that all? Really? $20 for that?
Well,
20 bucks.
aged.
And
Wow.
I mean,
Right. That is nice.
it is nice only because when I pour this for people who really know tequila, they are amazed. Is this an $80 tequila? What is this? You know, and look at that beautiful color. And it's a complicated tequila. It's a family-owned tequila. And they haven't gone crazy like the other. You know, have you guys seen what some of these tequilas go for lately?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
It's crazy, isn't it? It's nuts, isn't it?
it can just be like the whiskey people with their pricing.
Yeah.
And
And
worse sometimes.
you love when you find something like that's just as good as anything else, but it's 1/4 the price.
Yeah.
I would stack this up against Casamigos, which would be got at least $60 to $80 a bottle.
Yeah.
Has a sweet smell to it and everything. So, gentlemen, salute. Good to get
Salute.
together with all of you.
Salud.
Cheers. I never poured mine yet.
Oh, it doesn't. When you have some, there's some drinks where you need to have 2 or 3 before they roll down your throat. And then there's sometimes when you just the first taste, the first sip, it's like Happy Feet going down your throat.
Welcome to Friday.
Yeah, this is it. I mean, it's smooth. It's full flavored. There's a little caramel flavor to it. It's not smoky. I don't like smoky. I'm not a mezcal guy. Just lovely, smooth, a slight sweetness to it. You could make a great tequila out of this, but I think I think this is a sipping tequila, not a margarita tequila.
Yeah.
It looks that way. It looks like it's a sipping.
But it's so damn cheap. That's the thing that we've all
As well, go for it when you can do it.
yeah. Absolutely. So
I'll show y'all cheap in a minute. Okay, now
Churro.
you ready to go to the beverage ramble? You ready to go to the beverage ramble?
I say
you're on, man. You're famous now.
Claude, you ready to jump to the next person, or you got?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt you. Okay,
No.
beverage ramble live from Georgia.
Hey, yeah. William, you probably don't know I'm not in Alabama anymore. I moved to Georgia 3 years ago. So
Is that an upgrade?
yes, big upgrade.
Okay.
No more state-run liquor stores.
Okay.
Yeah, and things are reasonably priced here. So I got, of course, the OG of whiskeys, Jack Daniels.
Well, back to JD.
Hey, another Jack arrived. Woo!
Can never go wrong with good old Jack.
Can't go wrong with it. Yeah, so
You'll
40%,
never go wrong.
80 proof. I got the website up here, the number 7. This started in 1864.
No.
Or 1850. 1856.
66.
1866. Okay, sorry. The finest grains, pristine water from the cave, Spring Hollow, mellowed drop by drop through sugar, maple, charcoal. We proudly aged new handcrafted white oak barrels, same way we've been doing for more than 150 years. So I will just go scroll down. Charcoal mellowed, natured in new handcrafted white oak barrels, balance of sweet and oaky flavor. Look, what more can you say about JD? I get this not a lot, but the price is reasonable. Depends where you get it, but it is that Americana type of that thing that says America. JD, Budweiser, Coca-Cola, Delta, those things. Says American. And so this is what I have right here in my glass. Right here. So let me take a whiff.
You're gonna have it neat or on the rocks?
I'm having neat right now. I could splash a little water. Well, I don't think I'll splash any water on this. I think I'm just gonna drink it straight. So you get some of that sweetness aroma on the nose, a little honey, and it does have maybe a little slight vanilla to the nose. So, all right, let me just go for the taste, everybody. Enjoy. Cheers to the weekend. Salud.
Cheerios.
Cheers.
Jean.
I've had JD before. Of course, the always cocktail that, JD, Jack and Coke, we all know what that means. So, not too bad. Again, it has that little oak, a little burn on the end, which is not a bad thing, folks. Again, not horrible. It's not the end. It's not going to just kill you, but drink the whole bottle, it will kill you.
Yes. I knew that.
But smooth, good flavor, that nice balance of vanilla, that little oakiness to this. Again, it's a legendary product. I mean, what more can there be said about JD? I got a little, I feel like I was catching on something tonight, and I don't know why I'm eating wings, but I was eating some wings. But my coworker, his voice sounded really bad, and I said, you know what, you think you're catching something, so let me be prepared tonight. So probably go to bed, make me a little totty, a little bit of this.
Only for medicinal purposes.
Just in case.
Only for medicinal purposes.
Nothing knocks out a cold like chicken wings and Jack Daniels.
Oh,
Right.
God.
And of course, washing it down.
Oh yeah, of course, natural light. You gotta have that.
You gotta wash it down. So hey. But this is a good product, guys. This is again the OG of whiskeys. It's gonna be a very high score coming up. So cheers, gentlemen.
Oh wait, sorry, I got confused. So I better pour mine.
Hey, confused? Huh?
Yes, I do get confused. This is a half. This is a half size, not bottle. This is a half size can.
The oil can.
Because Stillhouse puts their products in what looks like a varnish, like a old varnish can.
Oh, sure.
So this is a half size varnish can, and I bought it for $2.99.
Stop bragging. Oh my God. I paid $4 for a bottle of fruit.
Oh wait, okay, I retract that. It was $3.99. I'm sorry. So I paid I paid $7.98 for a full amount. Sorry, $7.98. Okay.
I paid $4 for this thing.
65.
Hey, look, I don't ask them to price it that way. They just do it, and I take advantage. And my friend David, he bought 2 cans himself because he said that's a deal, and he wasn't willing to pass up. Okay, so you don't get a lot of good information really about this company. They try to act like they're an independent company, but I'll show you the website, and then you're going to realize what's the story on this deal. It's you recognize it?
Yeah, Bacardi.
Correct. So it's owned by Bacardi Limited, which is mainly they originated as a rum company, but they produce all sorts of liquor this day and age. And they have many rum brands, many.
And their tequila.
They have vodka. They have Stillhouse, spirit-based brands, tequila like Patron.
Will Stillhouse work on my lawnmower? Will it add a little power to my lawnmower?
No, but maybe this rye would.
Might ruin it. Okay, so we'll go to the Stillhouse website and they'll tell us, but they don't really tell you too much. Like they show the black bourbon. It's made in Tennessee. And it's they take barrel aged bourbon, which makes no sense to even say that because all bourbon is barrel aged. That's a redundant statement. They take somebody's coffee beans and I would assume they pour the coffee beans in the bourbon and let it soak for whoever knows how long, and then they filter it out and they sell it. Now, my can looks a lot better than that one, but that one was beat up on purpose to make it look, rustic. Okay, so get off of the website there, and I'll give a quick rundown. I'll show you the product. It's pretty dark copper, and I think that's probably from the bourbon and the coffee. If this thing would focus, I'd be a happy camper. We're going to add PT. Yeah, there goes it. Well, no, it did. We're going to add PTSD in a minute. All right, I'm not going to fight with it. Okay. Oh yeah, I got to drop out. Just wait on me to drop out, and then I'll add you because we only do 6 at a time, and I'm not paying for these guys. Eric's already aggravated because they're trying to upcharge him right now.
Got a new service I'm just switching to.
Oh, okay. So the aroma is not much happening on the aroma, honestly. Now the taste, he dropped out too fast. He'll be back. Oh, yes, yeah, I have a little device problem. All right, taste. Cheers.
Roast.
Yeah, it's just bourbon, Tennessee whiskey. It's made in Tennessee. Jack Daniels tries to play this game where they say, well, we drip our bourbon through charcoal, so then it's not a bourbon anymore. It's a Tennessee whiskey. That's hogwash. You look at your regulations. Filtering has no relevance to what is a bourbon. You can filter it, not filter it. You could filter it through a cloth if you wanted, and it would still be bourbon. It's smooth, easy going. It's wait, somebody's got some reverb going on in the background. I'm about to have a train going on in my background. Medium bodied, it's sweet, not overly.
The express is coming.
They're going west. I think they dropped off a train and the westbound picked it up because there's a double track here for about a mile where they can drop off and pick up. Okay, it's easy going. It's smooth. The coffee must have faded. I don't know. This might be an old can. This has been on the market for many years, I think since 2010. So you get a hint of coffee, but it's definitely not coffee forward by any stretch. Is it good? Yeah. Is it amazing? No. And I'm glad I paid $3.99, $7.98 for the full amount. But I don't hate it. But it's not going to be anything remarkable. When I come back, the score is just going to be, fine. All right. So I'm going to drop off, but I'll still be monitoring the situation. And then we're going to add from Louisiana also PTS.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, Dave.
Late hurricane kind of threw me off. I thought we were at the 6:30 time frame. That's what I get for thinking. Tonight we're looking at Old Granddad 114. Don't know much about this. If you want to read up on it, you can. It's 114 proof. Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. On the back, it says, give me a minute, it's kind of hard to read because it's orange on black. Old Granddad 114 is made from a unique recipe. Phew, man, there was more of the costly small grain. I'm having a hard time reading. The font's all scripted and stuff, which was created to distinctive flavor and body. All right. It just means it's got a whole lot of alcohol. they say they're using buzzwords on small batch and all that stuff. This comes in a very unique wad mouth bottle, like a Mickey's or like this other thing back here I got. The color is straight up amber. Lots of alcohol legs. It's a very potent one. Ooh, it's got alcohol. Oh, and you smell it's alcohol. It smells like cherries. You get that grain. I want to say vanilla, but I'm not really getting vanilla. Mainly like cherries and grain alcohol. So, you taste it. I know I got some catching up to do here. Yeah, very cherry forward. Ooh, and it's hot. At 114, you expect it would be. Yeah, it's delicious. If you see it, pick it up. I don't think I paid too much for this. I think I paid like less than 30 for this. So it's affordable. It's out there. I don't get Old Granddad by itself, but this one is more concentrated. It's got that cherry kind of car syrupiness to it. It's good. I can see you making a really good Old Granddad out of this. I mean, not Old Granddad. Yeah.
Old fashioned.
Old fashioned. That's what I was looking for. Thank you. I can see you making old fashioned on this because it's already got the cherry backbone in it. A little orange, mull it out. Good to go. And of course, some bitters. That's it.
Did you see what Ron was drinking tonight?
Yeah. This stuff.
Yep, the Still House.
This stuff.
You gotta try. You gotta trust booze that comes in an oil can. Is that
We
the
both
bourbon?
got the same place? It's really cheap. It was affordable. It's okay. It's not great, but it's unique. It's got a coffee note to it. Oh, it's pretty good. I think it kind of leaves like a little chalkiness in your mouth, though. Kind of makes you wonder: is it really coffee in it, or what's in it? So that is it. We can move on. I'm supposed to say more.
You're gonna have to sing a song or something till
Moving on up to a deluxe apartment in the
La, 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 la.
Old Granddad was referenced in the Leonard Skinner song,
Sure
Oh,
was.
is it? Which
Whiskey
one?
Rock and Roller. I like to drink Old Granddad, my feet do shuffle around. I'm a whiskey
Well,
rock and
back up
roller. That's
again.
all I
I
am.
gave just a recap, I suppose, if we're doing it that way.
Beautiful bottle, Eric. Again, I love that bottle.
Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye, 65.05 ABV, 130.01.
And Dave, since you came in late, this is what I'm drinking: the number 7 Jack Daniels.
Yeah, so every bottle's going to be
I
different.
got one of those I could share with y'all.
barreling.
We were all
And
like,
the other note I didn't really think about until I started drinking on this a little bit more. There's definitely more chocolate coming out, but there's definitely a banana nut bread. A lot of things from the Brown Forman line of spirits that give you that banana bread, including lots of the Old Forester stuff always has that. I'm noticing this now, even as the glass goes down. Lots of that nutty banana, chocolatey, caramel toffee notes to it. So I'm still, power persuasion could make me want to go up on each of these categories. But I think for now, with the initial neck pour and the crack of the single barrel rye barrel proof from Jack Daniels, I will stick with the 88 out of 100. And I think if you can see it for under $70 and you're not nervous about trying some higher proof stuff, then give this thing a try. I think it'll may change your opinion on high proof, and it may change your opinion on whiskeys and rye whiskey in general if you hadn't necessarily been a huge fan of some rye whiskeys.
Nothing wrong with treating yourself special once in a while and buying the good stuff,
Can't do that every week. No.
No. You won't appreciate it if you just drank the good stuff all the time. You know.
There's a difference between the good stuff, Claude, and the over-marketed, hyped-up stuff.
Yep.
There's nothing more than something that somebody created and
Love the cherry.
come up with a story plot, and they stuck in someone else's barrels, and they turn around and
Oh,
sell it.
Yeah.
They're
Is,
gouging
John,
the throat.
is Johnny Walker Blue $180 a bottle that much better than any other scotch out there?
It's better than what Jay paid for it. He paid $245 for it.
Is it better than Elbow's BuzzBallz? Wait a minute. I never thought I would say that in my life.
That looks really good, Elbow.
That's
You know, it is. I'm going to give this a 92. I give it an A. It's a good drink. You know, if it wasn't good, I wouldn't score it that high. But
There we
despite
go. It's close. 42 after tax.
yeah, for only $3, you know, you're not getting a lot. 200 milliliters, maybe 2 of these glasses. I'm going to finish this off now, but yeah, it's tasty. I enjoy it, and the price, you know, for $3, buy a bunch of them, throw them in your cooler, and you're good to go. So yeah.
Take Betty
I'm
Lou to the
glad. I kind of didn't want to. I thought, that I didn't think they would be good in that kind of package. You know, I bought the glass bottles, the different brands, but when I saw the Whiskey Scout do a review of one of these, it kind of piqued my interest. So I picked up a couple, and I think they're pretty good. I'm pleasantly surprised. I'd give it a 92, an A for it. Yeah, it was pretty good. It's a tasty drink, this particular one. I don't know if all of them would come in with an A, but the pineapple jalapeno, there's a little bit of heat to it, but the pineapple is really tasty. And
I've seen people take those, and they'll do like a drop into a beer, put them in a glass, and they'll drop them in there. And,
okay. Yeah.
I don't know what that's all about. That just sounds like a headache in the morning to me.
Yeah. No, anyway, like I said, I'm pleasantly surprised. It's a good drink, and yeah. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Happy to be here on another Fandango Friday, and William, it's good to meet you, sir. I've heard about you over the.
I've never met William. Wow.
Yeah, actually, we did talk a couple times in the post hangouts.
Yeah, okay.
Playing your piano.
Yeah, that's. Oh, yeah.
I enjoy seeing you meet you again.
I forgot to do promos, but just in case nobody knows, I got a channel. It's called Elbow 88, and yeah, I do play some piano on there Saturday nights, 11 p.m. So please feel free to join. Check it out.
88 keys.
Yeah, there you go, Elbow 88. So
You have a Liberace candelabra on your piano, don't you?
yeah. No, not yet. Not yet. Anyway, gang, cheers to you all. Good to see you.
Cheers.
Likewise.
I don't know who's next.
I think I am.
Yeah, go ahead, Will. Yeah.
Here's I'll show the bottle again. The TW Sam was bottled in bond. One note about Heaven Hill, they're sort of like the Pabst of the whiskey bourbon world. They buy these obscure brands, they purchase the intellectual properties, and then they begin to producing them themselves. And that's what's happened with TW Samuels, along with another JW Dant, JTS Brown, these legendary brands that fall into disfavor, mismanagement, and they eventually crumble. Heaven Hill comes in, snaps up, and just to get the label, the name, the trademark, and then they reproduce them and sell them in markets that they might be profitable in certain pockets of the country, limited distribution. But I think this one is really good. After taking a couple of subsequent sips, I started picking up some notes of peanut and butterscotch in this. And like I said, for me, the bottled and bond products from a value proposition are the best bang in the buck in the industry. For me, that's my go-to, is a bottled and bond product. And for this one, I would give it a 93, solid A. For just a standard good tasting, 100 proof bourbon. I think you can't go wrong with this. It really agrees with my palate, which, like I said, is not that sophisticated or refined as far as spirits and bourbons go. But I really enjoy this one, and I hope Heaven Hill can. And I will give a kudos to Heaven Hill here because it does require doing extra paperwork to do these bottled and bonds, and they still take pride in the fact that it is a bottled and bond product. So I will give them the props for that, and glad you had me on tonight, Ron.
So, William, would you, since you're saying that you go for the bang for your buck, the bottle and bonds, would you say that is better than Wild Turkey 101?
Ooh, whoa.
That's really close. Now we're starting to maybe.
Because Wild Turkey 101 is still produced the way it was produced. It's not a
Yeah.
reproduction. And
Also, Heaven Hill does a 101 called Virgin Bourbon, which is available in North Carolina distribution. It's a very comparable product to Wild Turkey.
I got their bottle and bond up here too.
Yeah.
Heaven Hill.
And
Wild Turkey, it didn't match up in my book. It did not match up to 101.
Yeah.
Even though it's just a 100 proof. Make sure we're talking.
Wild Turkey's I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's very good too. But I like these two. So I can't say this is better than Wild Turkey, but I do like them. That is the 7-year one, if I'm not mistaken.
That's a 6-year.
Oh, is that a 6-year one?
Yeah. And it's just, I think I might have the 101. Can't locate it at the moment. It's lost in a swim of bottles. It's around here somewhere, but even mellow corn at 100 proof, I find to be very good.
I've got mellow corn right now. That's one of my standbys. I always have a bottle of mellow corn.
All right.
And as far as the Heaven Hill, they had the 6-year green label bottled in bond, which was 6 years. They discontinued it and rebranded it as a 7-year with a different label and cranked the price up about 4
times.
It is.
This is you're correct. This is the 7-year.
Okay, I thought that was 7-year. I thought so.
Yeah.
That is the rebranded 6-year green label.
Yeah, it is. It was the 6-year, and I'll tell you what, this costs a lot more money than I thought it was going to cost.
That 6-year one was a crime. It was like $14.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't $14.
That was a steal.
Meyer is running about 22, and this one's running over 40.
Yeah.
So, and I put them right next to each other, and it's this is the winner to me.
Yeah. I like Wild Turkey too.
Yeah.
Hey, Claude.
Brainer.
Claude, you're grilling. All right.
Grilling. Chilling and
grilling. You grill with the man's poison. You're supposed to use newspaper in the chimney, not that. It's gonna destroy.
And it went out.
Oh man, it's gonna blow up.
Is there anything better on a Friday night than barbecuing?
Yeah, as long as you don't make it taste like petroleum.
Oh, just a little bit.
I don't like it. Yeah, man. That's why I use the chimney.
Best grill in the world.
Yeah.
A little Weber grill.
All right. Love Weber's.
I got a giant one.
I used to have the really fancy schmancy stainless steel gas thing. And
yeah, I don't like that.
I got rid of it. I went back to good old charcoal.
What about the green egg, the big green egg grills? Those are popular.
Those are mainly for smoking, Jean.
Yeah, well, they're good too. They're good to smoke. Yeah, smoke a turkey.
It's got such a depth in it, and it's kind of shallow. Those are really made for like smoking. It's where
smoking turkeys, brisket, things like that, right?
Hey, by the way, you guys want to see fall has come to Colorado. See those aspens? They're turning yellow.
Lovely.
That is good.
Yes.
No wildfires in your area?
No.
Good.
Knock on wood. We have had I had two black bears come through my driveway a couple nights ago.
Y'all supposed to get hit with that tropicalness that's coming up right at Baja.
Really?
That tropical unit that's coming around the Baja. Yep, they're saying so steer away from California and go straight through Arizona and whatnot. Arizona, New Mexico, so that's right around your block.
Anyway, my Altos Reposado barrel aged, 1999, at Brandywine Liquor Store in Chula Vista, California, where I got this. Probably one of the best value tequilas I've ever had. Delicious, smooth, full flavored, a true bargain. I'll give it a 96. It's just, it
Why
is.
is it brown?
Yeah. You know, yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. And this is
Why is it color whiskey?
yeah, it's one of those small tequila rias, or whatever they call them, family run. Ron had the webpage up before, and it's probably, I bet you the same bottle eventually will go for $50-$60. You know, once the word.
What you're saying is get on it now.
Yeah, Altos, Altos. Just if you
Doesn't
like
that mean stop? Doesn't that mean stop? Altos.
Altos, very good. You know your Spanish. ¿Dónde está la cuarta de baño? Una cerveza, por favor. Where's the bath? Only two things you need to know in any language.
Ir al baño, por favor.
Baño and cerveza, right?
Yes.
And más rápido.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Thomas, I picked this one up not too long ago.
Rabbit Hole. Very good.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I've had Rabbit Hole whiskeys yet.
I bought myself a present.
Eric.
Yeah.
You already gave your score, right?
Yep, 88.
All right.
Have you had this one?
Okay.
Yes, I like that one. There's good, right?
Cool.
I don't know why the camera, but yeah, grow my beard as you can see. JD, Jack Daniels, the OG, all of OGs of whiskey. I'm going to give this one a 96 out of 100. I think it's just enjoyable. It's one of the best products out there. I know the price wise, I could find other things that are less expensive, but you know, JD's been around for all these many centuries, at least a century.
At least one.
Yeah, 1 century, add on 50 plus years. Just a great product. And right now I have it. I'm bringing it straight. I got a couple of cubes in here in the glass. So it's going down pretty nice right now, smooth. Like I said, I'm probably going to do a toddy a little bit later before I go to bed. And yeah.
You and Ron are the same.
It's at 7:38 Eastern time zone. So
yep.
I'll probably go to bed early, 9 o'clock tonight. And yeah, so there you go.
9 o'clock and hot toddies. What's the message you're sending here?
Time for me to go lay down. Bust my ass all week. It has been a long week, and I got a lot of things I got to do the next couple of 30 days plus days or so.
Tell us about the wings tonight. That's what I want to hear.
Garlic Parmesan wings. They were really good. I bought them at Publix, and they were tasty. They were really good and well done. And the natty ice went down smooth with it. And sipping on the bourbon.
Very good.
God, good whiskey, good wings. That's number 2 and 3. All you need is number 1.
My woman.
Whoa.
What's up? I am back. I have returned. I went to go put some water on this hot thing, see if it cool. I mean, ice. See if it cool it down. It is opening it up some, making it smell like a cold old Granddad 114. Still smells like cherry. It seems to be like kind of like a leatherness coming through it now. Maybe someone's sweat. I don't know. Yeah, get that. I got that with what was that Jack Daniels remake, Uncle Nearest. I got a lot of sweat and tobacco off of that one too. Yeah, a little BO. I'm not kidding. Yeah, it smells musty now. It smells musty, like maybe somebody threw like a.
Did you say
like old towel?
Did you say VO or BO?
BO is in like body odor.
Why would you want? You guys got to help me out. Why?
I don't know. Hey, look, I thought y'all wanted honest opinions here.
If you love super earthy notes, you'll love that whiskey. Is what
Right. Exactly. You know.
I have that bottle. It's pretty cool.
I smell my sheep and they know me.
Yeah, that's right. The more you know.
Our whiskey tastes like a braided armpit. What a marketing cue.
So it's for hippie.
And yeah, it's got a little better. You know, it's kind of cooler. It's not as hot as it was. I find sometimes when they pump up the alcohol in these, it kind of kills balance, meaning, you know, alcohol, flavor, and balances that you get off of these. So it made it a little better. It's cooler. It's cooled down. Yeah, you still get the cherry now. Like I said, it's starting to get some of those earthy tones off of some of those organic earthy tones.
If you're picking up a little bit of BO in it, a splash of brute might have helped.
You know, it's probably coming from like a musty barrel. That's what I would say. You know, kind of like a farmhouse effect. You put those farmhouse beers. I say you drink enough of these, you're not going to care, which might be one or two. So if I had to score this, I'd give it an 88. I would expect this to be a little better. There's more of a cherry presence when it's uncut. But I'll have to try this with a little water in it. I just went ahead and threw ice in it, so you know that's going to kill it. So yeah, it's not bad. It's a good whiskey. I said the price point on that. I think it was like, I don't recall. I don't think I paid 30 for it. I think it's in the upper 20s range, like 28 or 29. So if you see it, pick it up. It's worth trying. You know, like William said, you know, go for the bottle and bonds because you're gonna get your money's worth. You can get your money's worth out of this one. It's a 114. Cheers. Oh,
Cheers.
PTSD because of the hurricane.
No, what the hell?
Now, he said 88, right?
88.
Yeah.
He gave an 88 to armpit whiskey.
Oh my God.
Well, listen, they're cutting grass this time of the evening. Sorry for that noise. That guy's on the rod and lawnmower. Okay, this one is nice, but it's nothing special. But for $2.99 a can, yeah, it's definitely doable. And I'm going to be curious to see how it's going to taste chilled, because this is room temperature, and I have another can in the fridge. I'm also curious to see how it's going to pair with coffee. Now, I don't know if it's a liquor or a liqueur, okay, because they're saying bourbon rested with coffee beans. I don't know if what that makes it. It's probably a DSS, distilled spirit specialty, which can be anything. But I'm gonna go with 84. It's fine, you know. It's nothing, like I said, nothing super exciting. But I would like to try all that company's flavors. Why not? Heck. And y'all got to keep these prices coming, Matherns. I got the cherry. The cherry one was $2.99.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was the deal. Okay, so I'm gonna give it 84 out of 100. Good, but just good. A lot of stuff is good. You know, it's good. How'd you like the movie? It was good. How'd you like that meal? It was good. Okay. As far as promos, tomorrow morning at dawn, when I should be sleeping, but I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna do Dawn Busters. A Dawn Busters taste challenge with 2 rye whiskeys, a Canadian rye and an American rye, battling it out. And I'm sorry to say, but the American rye is going to get killed. Okay. As far as show and tell, I have this one coming up in about 2 weeks or a week. It's a brand that is very under the radar. It's from Diageo, the people that make Crown Royal and Johnny Walker and all that stuff. But this is called Well Made American Blended Whiskey. It's 40 proof. It's got a strange ratio on it, blend ratio, and it's a double entendre. The name is a double entendre, Well Made. There's also a Well Made vodka, a Well Made gin, a Well Made brandy, a Well Made rum, and so forth. So it's a double entendre. And there are no video reviews for this thing that I could find. So yeah, that's what the hell.
Not this again. Not this again.
Oh, it's another
Get
vodka.
rid of that.
Oh, whoa, Southern Comfort Pepper. Why in the frig?
Can't you finish that bottle?
Southern Comfort.
There's
Jenny
no
Johnson.
in that bottle.
Put a straw in it and just finish it.
Yeah. This is the one that was made in collaboration with this McElhenney's Tabasco sauce. This is it's aged in Tabasco barrels, so
What?
it tastes like Tabasco sauce. All right, that's all I got to say. I'm gonna drop out and add post.
Hey, Ron, before
Yes,
you go, I had a question. I wondered how you made out with that hurricane. Didn't that hurricane come close to you?
Yeah, the eye passed about 9 miles west of me, and it was pretty bad. I mean, it was scary, and it went on for about 6 hours. I kept saying it sounded like a jet plane was flying in the air around in a circle. It just sounded like a jet plane flying around in a circle for about 6 hours. So, but
Did you lose power?
it was amazing. I woke up and the power was on. My clocks were flashing, which means that it might have blinked out for a second, or even if you get a brownout, sometimes it'll make those clocks flash. So
Yeah.
I was so delighted that I didn't lose electricity, and I didn't see any damage. Oh, this wooden fence fell over next door.
Sorry.
So yeah.
Hey, I'm glad you made it through. No big problems. Good
Thank
deal.
you. The one 3 years ago, that was a big problem.
That was Sally, right?
No, that was Ida.
Idaho. Okay.
Last
Sally
week,
hit us in 2020 during the pandemic. We didn't have power for about a day and a half. Remember
last
Sally?
night was a hurricane that was formed in tribute to ZZ Top, and the hurricane was called Francine. Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Mustang Sally.
Good night, everybody. And don't ask how old Francine was.
Ron,
Old.
What?
I got a couple of show and tell products on the bottle and bond thing. Can I show those?
Oh yeah, we're gonna go through everybody one more time and let them do it. And thank you, William. And I hope, William, we don't have to wait a 4-year interval for you to come in every 4
please
years.
no.
And one more thing. John and Neil and Michael Komarov, y'all better start listening to me when I tell y'all stuff. Y'all argue with me and told me I was wrong. If I tell you the moon's made out of cheese, bring crackers. Bring crackers.
Ron, I'd like to make just a short comment here that I've been a little bit taken aback. I've also been touched by the comments in the section. I want to thank everybody that welcomed me back here, and I really do appreciate that. I had some reservations about this. After you reached out to me, I decided, well, I'm my age. What have I got to lose? I'll try it. So, but I'm glad I did now. And so I thank everybody that welcomed me back, and I believe I'm going to try to hang around for a while.
Yeah, and of course, you know what the whole topic was for the last 4 years. You know that.
I'm not aware of all of this, but I'm sure I'll get up to snuff on it over time. But I'm just for now, like I said, I'm glad to be back, and thank those who welcomed me back. So
Good to see you, William. We missed you, man. Good to see you.
I'm glad to see all of you guys too. I really am.
Hey, real quick, guys, let me go ahead to get off. I got to get this call. I got no show and tell. I will. Well, actually, I do. Let me go ahead and present it. And Jay, I think you might have done this review. You and Dave.
Great picture.
Put your pants on, man.
Yeah,
Jeez, you flashed
Sucking
it
the mud
up
dough.
early.
it's a family show. Come on.
Right. See your boxers. Your belly.
Yo!
Yeah.
Put all your little
All
dad-
right.
I think y'all done this already. I think you and Dave did this.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, so
Get
I'm
it
gonna
anymore
review
now,
this.
man. Just in and out. Gone.
I'll probably review this this weekend. I'll get back and I got some announcements coming up. Stay tuned about the channel, what I'll be doing. Jay, I'll be joining you Super Sunday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern, 7:30 a.m. Pacific. Bring whatever. And what we're doing this coming Wednesday is what?
We're doing
Wow, go.
we're doing that beer from Aldi.
Oh yeah, Von is whatever it is.
Yeah,
Von is
yeah, it's German beer.
$5.99. Yeah,
$16.9.
$5.99.
Yeah,
You get a full
perfect.
pack of
So,
that.
I don't know if that's $5.99 here. I think we're paying $7.99.
Yeah, it's $5.99 here for me, but it might be more. Yeah.
Yeah, I know for sure the Dab is sold here for $7.99. I may be confused the two since they both come in the same.
Anyway, if I'm there, I'm there. If not, I'll let you know. But like I said, Super Sunday, I'll, like I said, keep you guys updated on what's going on with my channel. So that's it. Nothing else, guys. Cheers. Peace out.
Cheers.
Sure. All right, Jay, you can take over. Bye.
All right, I guess I'll just sign off with another look-see at the old BuzzBallz.
BuzzBallz.
And,
Name.
yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's good stuff, and I already mentioned I got a channel and all that good stuff. So anyway, cheers to y'all. Always a good time here on Fandango Friday. So hope you all have a great weekend.
Would you give a BuzzBallz to Betty Lou at the drive-in?
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
And popcorn. All right. Okay, now let's see. Eric, any other promos or anything?
Just stay tuned. I know it's during Jay Terrio's channel, but come on over to everybody's things that they do on Wednesdays. There's like at least 3 or 4 different programs going on in the beer community. You know, we just saw Beer Man here in New England. Go check out his channel. East Coast Liquor Reviews, Bumpyisms, Thomas Meadow 75, John and Illy. We all have some content on our channels from that and from that weekend we just had. And yeah, just go through all the different Wednesday shows and give them all a like. And if you haven't subscribed to all these crazy characters, go ahead and do that. Cheers. Thanks for having me once again, Jay Terrio.
You're welcome, and come back soon. Don't wait 6 months between each appearance. All right. Or even 4 years. All right.
I will be performing at the Cracker Barrel doing the greatest hits of Sam and Dave. Hold on, baby, I'm coming. It's always a pleasure to get together with you guys. This is just a fun podcast or whatever you want to call it, and always enjoy the company. Thank you, gentlemen.
I do believe I heard Miss Claudia in the background.
No, she's. I'm outside on the deck here. She's inside, and
which is Carrie.
She's really. No, you're hearing the wind chimes. I think
It sounds like wind chime to me, man. I don't know what his voice sounds like.
Really, I don't know. That wasn't on my side. It's quiet.
Okay. Somebody else.
It's quiet out here.
Any promos?
Y'all called me with a beer.
Any promos or show and tell?
Let's see. Anything new I got? I don't really have anything new. I mean, I can go over some old stuff I got. I got this.
Yeah. Now, you had me knocked out yesterday. You had me knocked out on the couch. I slept for a long time after you left.
That's because you had all that pregame on. You did Dawn Busters, and then you did that 10% thing that was Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
We started doing beer
10% Kool-Aid? All
The
right.
original Club Tail's great. Yeah.
Club Tail's grape. Right. No. We survived whatever that storm that came through. In my area, we got what was known as the east side of it. So I'm about 30 miles from where Jay lives, which is traditionally the stronger side of the wall. So he was very close to the eye wall where it's very concentrated. And then we got like the whip. I actually saw the whip coming in. And when it hit, it just flooded my street. Thank God I didn't lose any power or anything. And I went to sleep. And I woke up, streets were good. And I don't know about everybody else. I looked further down the block. I live next to a hospital, so we're on the same grid as a hospital. So they'll keep those guys up and running for obvious reasons. But past the hospital, street lights, everything was out.
They were all out. They were out even till today. Yeah.
It was. Yeah, I know. I was going to work and I was passing through St. Charles, and idiots were still running through the lights with no power.
Now we
stop. You're supposed to treat like it's a stop sign, a four-way stop sign. And these morons are just going right through it.
Flying right through a traffic light.
Right down LA 61, man.
Yeah, we have.
You're kidding me.
Now we have William, and William, we missed you so much. And
William, it's a pleasure meeting you. I don't know you from Adam. So, pleasure meeting you.
I mentioned I have a couple of products here on the bottle and bond thing. I finished this one. This was the J.W. Dant bottle and bond.
I've seen it. Joseph
Washington Dant, one of his claims to fame was that his first still was a hollowed out tree stump.
I think I had that one.
But and I've got two here of unopened bottles. This is the JTS Brown bottle and bond.
I've seen that one at Jordan, actually. Yep.
This one is very highly rated online. This may be the closest to the green label Heaven Hill that was discontinued. JTS Brown.
This is the one I have.
Yeah, okay.
Is this from the old? I've had it a long time.
Yeah, it's the same outfit.
JTS Brown has a whole line of stuff. They have vodkas and all kinds of spirits. And it's just a Heaven Hill value brand once they got the intellectual property.
It's distilled by Bardstown, Kentucky.
Yeah, that's a Heaven Hill. Yeah.
Dude, that's a fancy one.
Yeah. This is my bet. I think this is probably the plum of the crop here is my 10-year Henry McKenna.
Okay.
Yep, that's pretty popular.
Back in 2018, this one shocked the spirits world. It won at the San Francisco whiskey competition, spirits competition in San Francisco. Immediately, the price jacked up incredibly on this product.
Yeah, it's like $60 now if you can get it.
This may be the only thing that could be the advantage for someone like myself who lives in a state with state-controlled alcohol beverage control, that they did not jack up the price. They didn't do it. And I was fortunate to find a bottle here before they extinguished their allotment. And I was this one out here for.
This one.
Wait. How much did you get that for, William?
$35.
Really?
I saw it at Myrtle Beach about 10 months ago for almost $100 at one of their liquor stores.
Where do you guys live?
North Carolina.
Shop at the big boxes where they, use Total Wine as their price margin.
Now, David has a question about a more basic Henry McKenna. You ever had that one?
I haven't had the regular Henry McKenna.
I've had both. And I initially bought the 10 first, and long time ago, I think I paid $30 for it.
Yeah. And
I tasted it, and I was like, it's good. But then I got this, and I made same comments about Four Roses. The mash bills are so close. It's like, that might be a little filtered, might be a little more refined than this one, but man, they are so close. So if you see this one, pick it up. You can find this for like $8-9. It's hard to find because they're really pushing that 10-year-old, especially in our area.
Oh yeah.
I see this and I was like, oh man, I got to get that because it's a value brand, and it's got the same taste to me.
Oh yeah, they push that 10-year-old hard. Now,
Yeah, this was 80. That's a bottle and bond one, isn't it?
yeah.
Yes, this is a bottle
Okay.
bomb.
All right. Yeah, so it's gonna be like regular Wild Turkey versus Wild Turkey 101. You know,
Now, they're what?
to me, I think it's definitely worth picking up and trying.
Sometimes these products, they get the hype gets built up. It seems like as humans, we want things we have a hard time getting. It's like that raises the price of it. Sometimes it matches the hype, sometimes it don't. I won't know on this till I actually try it. But I was, at that price, I thought it was a no-brainer to pick up a bottle for $35 when it was selling for much more than that everywhere else in the States. So.
Yeah, that's on what they call the whiskey drops around here, and we had a local grocery store do a whiskey drop about 2 months ago, and that one was dropped for $59.99.
Now, before we close out, because we've been going on a long time, but we have so many people, you know how it goes. But before we go off live, we're going to close it out. I want to ask William a question, or anybody else can answer, but I know William likes to study these products. What was your opinion about City Brewing taking over the Pabst portfolio?
I think it was inevitable after their divorce with the Molson Coors. And I really think that City Brewing has a sort of a dual personality. They can make some real crap, and they can make some good stuff. They brewed Old Tankard Ale. They brewed many good products. And I have tried, actually, I got a 12-pack of Old Milwaukee, and I noted that the code date was different. It was a City Brewing, not a Pabst. I couldn't detect any difference. I thought it was just as good. So I guess the jury's still out on that, but I think that considering, the reputation of all these legacy brands, I think they'll do a pretty good job, actually. And I hope they do. Anyway, so, but City Brewing is, they're becoming, they have the 3 big brewers across the country. They're really a big player now in the beer market.
Yeah.
William, what have you tried the new PBR?
The new PBR?
By City Brewing, yes.
I haven't had the PBR.
I think out of the 3 popular ones in my book, that's the best one. It outbeats Schlitz and Old Milwaukee.
Yeah, I love Schlitz.
Real good flavor note to it, and
yeah, the Schlitz was the most extreme change. The Schlitz really threw me because they changed it so much. It was hard to get used to. But
I ain't buying it again.
Yeah, when I was drinking the second half, when I drank the last 6 cans of the 12-pack, I did kind of start liking it, but it had me real discombobulated. All right, so we got to close out, and we hope to see everybody back again soon, and everybody's always welcome. Just that we have to, rotate people in and out because of limits and everything. All right, but thanks for watching, everybody.
We need to find another platform.
But really, when you think about it, though, let's think about this, David. Let's say you had 20 people, you can only have one person talking at a time anyway. And I've seen channels where they use that platform with 20 people, and it's like chaos. I've watched videos where they're all.
We just have like Parliament, where they all just like free for all.
Oh yeah, it's like they're all just like blah, 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 and it drives me nuts. I can't even watch it.
Yeah, and they attend and turn their video off. They don't want to participate.
No, they'll go out and they're probably watching something on television until their turn is up. They're not listening to anybody. But tonight,
one of our participants did today.
Well, he was doing phone calls. Yeah, you're right. That's a good example. And so, like tonight, even though I had to drop out from, I was still watching and listening to everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you, skateboarder. And I think they would make more money, but that's me and you being free enterprise guys. Okay, well, we're gonna shut it down. And
what a record! I've enjoyed the PBR, the new PBR coming out of that for the last couple of weeks, and it's been fantastic. I've been getting the talls,
Yeah.
6-pack talls, and super fresh.
You
I,
get those are coming from Latrobe, Pennsylvania. What now?
what is this new PBR? Educate me.
Who wants to do the talk on that?
You.
Okay, I'll tell you real fast in less than 1 minute. In 1999, Pabst Brewing Company bought up a bunch of other people. They decided to adopt a new policy, which was to shut down all their own breweries and make packs with Molson Coors. Back then it was Miller Coors. So from around 2001 until a year ago, Miller Coors, Molson Coors brewed all the Pabst, well, not all, but most of the Pabst brands. But then they got into a big fight. Pabst claimed that Miller was intentionally going low on the production to try to strangle him. And so they went to court. But then, of course, before it went to trial, they settled out of court. And now Pabst has contracted with a new company called City Brewing to brew all their beers. And they say by January 1st, 2025, all their products will be produced by City Brewing and no longer Miller Coors, Molson Coors.
And I'm telling y'all right now, the new Pabst is good.
How did I miss this on CNN?
They don't cover it on major.
I had the old Milwaukee, and I thought it was. I like the old Milwaukee sort of Schlitz's little brother. It's got that little kiss.
Yeah, it's like Schlitz Light.
Yeah, it is, and I like it. As a go-to. Have around, and I couldn't detect any difference. It tastes the same to me. So I feel pretty confident that this is a big contract they have by taking this on.
Yeah, I think they screwed Schlitz up. Schlitz.
Yeah, that's a controversial one. Don't y'all think this is probably the biggest contract City Brewing's ever gotten?
Yeah, they can make some crap too. We used to have a Lidl in town, and they had a 6-pack for $2.99, a light lager. It was terrible. You could see that was nowhere near aged 30 days. Just make it quick, get it out, try to make a little profit off of it. It was terrible. So
I don't know if y'all want to go back in the show and tell. I got a 12-pack I picked up the other day, which is pretty interesting.
All right, show us that, and then we're going to shut it down.
All right, but it's by Allegiance. It's called Pumpkin Patch.
Oh, I love that now. That's a beauty. That's a beautiful product.
I got 24 cans of hams for $13.99 the other day.
That's a great deal. And hams is really good.
It's really good. And so many people poo-poo it. And
that was one of the brands. That was one of the brands that Pabst was forced to sell to Miller because of antitrust law.
Oh, okay. The variety pack. That looks good.
Yeah. Pumpkin Patch.
Nice.
It's got the great pumpkin.
Yeah.
One spoon. There's a coffee inspired one, which is pretty cool looking.
Yeah. Cool.
It looks like he's like snorting up some pot smoke or whatever. And then there's a Night Owl.
All right. I'm going to look for that.
This is pumpkin inspired. Most of them are stouts. One of them's in a pumpkin imperial, which is along the same size, along the same lines as a stout, but it's more pumpkiny. So it says on here, it's one of them's called Punkachino. It's a pumpkin ale with basically, it says it's got an attitude of a weird barista or whatever, and Punkachino basically got coffee. I'm not gonna read all this. And Night Owl is all over the place. It's an award-winning pumpkin ale. Dark at the Moon is a pumpkin stout. The only other pumpkin stout that I ever enjoyed was by St. Arnold, and the other one was called the Great Pumpkin. The Great Pumpkin is an imperial pumpkin ale.
Nice going, William.
Yeah, so I said 6, 6.7, 7.5, and 8.4. And I've had these 30 years, particularly the last like 3 or 4 years, and these are great. There's not a beer in here that's questionable, or you're thinking that they stuck something in there just to get rid of, or weak in any kind of a way. These are great, worth every penny that you pay for them, because you're not going to get a bad beer.
All right, cool.
We have had discussions about